Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful and controversial weapons ever developed, the -28 rupees Sarmat, also known by its NATO reporting name, Satan II. This intercontinental ballistic missile, designed by Russia, has gained international attention due to its incredible power, massive range, and its role in modern nuclear strategy. So, what exactly makes the Sarmat so terrifying and advanced? Let's explore everything you need to know, from its origins to its current deployment, in detail. First, let's start with some history and context. During the Cold War, both the United States and the Soviet Union developed large, land-based intercontinental ballistic missiles as part of their nuclear deterrent forces. One of the most famous of these was the R-36M, known in the West as the SS-18 Satan. It was massive, fast, and carried a deadly payload. But time moves on, and military technology evolves. After decades in service, the aging Satan missile was due for replacement. That's when the -28 rupees Sarmat was born. Work on the Sarmat began in the early 2000s, and it was officially revealed to the public in the mid-2010s. Designed by the Makeyev Rocket Design Bureau and manufactured by the Krasmash plant in Russia, the Sarmat was intended to replace the older SS-18 missile and ensure Russia remained a dominant nuclear power for decades to come. The development process was long and expensive, but by the 2020s, successful test launches showed that Russia had created something truly formidable. So, what makes the Sarmat so special? Let's start with size and power. The -28 rupees Sarmat is absolutely enormous. It weighs around 208 tons at launch, and it measures about 35.5 meters long and 3 meters in diameter. It can carry up to 10 heavy warheads or 15 lighter ones, or even a combination of warheads and countermeasures like decoys and penetration aids. This means it can overwhelm enemy missile defense systems, increasing the chances of reaching its target. In terms of range, the Sarmat is a game changer. Most ICBMs have a range of about 10,000 to 13,000 kilometers. The RS-28 can travel around 18,000 kilometers, enough to strike virtually anywhere on the planet. This vast range gives Russia a serious strategic advantage, because the missile can take unpredictable flight paths. It's capable of flying over the South Pole, avoiding typical missile tracking systems that expect threats from the north. This flexibility adds a new level of uncertainty for any potential adversary. Now, let's talk about its payload. The Sarmat is designed to carry MIRVs, or multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles. This means that a single missile can release several warheads, each aimed at a different target. This multiplies the destructive capability of one missile exponentially. Each warhead can carry a nuclear payload in the range of hundreds of kilotons to possibly several megatons, enough to destroy entire cities, hardened military bunkers, or large strategic sites. But that's not all. One of the most concerning aspects of the Sarmat is its potential to carry hypersonic glide vehicles, like the Avangard. These are ultra-fast, maneuverable warheads that can travel at speeds greater than Mach 20 while dodging missile defenses. Traditional anti-missile systems are not designed to intercept such fast, agile targets. So, if the Sarmat carries even one Avangard warhead, it becomes nearly impossible to stop. Another significant point is its launch system. The RS-28 is a silo-based missile, which means it's launched from heavily fortified underground silos. These silos are hardened to resist conventional and nuclear attacks, giving Russia a second strike capability. In other words, even if Russia were attacked first, it could still launch a devastating retaliatory strike using missiles like the Sarmat. So what does this mean in terms of global strategy? The Sarmat is not just a weapon, it's a political tool. Its main purpose is deterrence, preventing war by making the cost of a nuclear attack unbearably high for any opponent. This idea is at the heart of the concept known as mutually assured destruction or MAD. If both sides know that launching a nuclear attack will result in their own destruction, then the logic goes, they are less likely to start a war. However, the existence of such powerful weapons also raises serious concerns. First, there's the risk of miscalculation or accidental launch. Even with sophisticated command and control systems, mistakes can happen, and the consequences would be catastrophic. Second, there's the danger of escalation. If tensions rise between nuclear-armed states, the mere presence of weapons like the Sarmat can make the situation more dangerous, not less. Russia has made a point of showcasing the Sarmat in military parades and media, often emphasizing its capabilities in a way that's meant to intimidate. President Vladimir Putin has personally spoken about the missile, describing it as a response to Western missile defense systems and a guarantee of Russian sovereignty. Some observers see this as bluster, while others see it as a serious shift in nuclear posture. One of the more chilling things about the RS-28 is its destructive power. A full salvo of Sarmats could deliver dozens of nuclear warheads to different targets around the world in under 30 minutes. The sheer destructive capacity of even one missile, carrying multiple megaton-range warheads, could wipe out millions of lives and render entire regions uninhabitable for decades due to nuclear fallout. Beyond its military value, the Sarmat represents a broader trend: the modernization of nuclear arsenals. Russia, the United States, China, and other nuclear powers are all investing in new delivery systems, warheads, and technologies. The return of great power rivalry means that strategic deterrence is once again a top priority. And with that comes the risk of a new arms race, where countries compete to develop even more advanced and dangerous weapons. Of course, all of this raises the question: is there any way to reduce the threat? Arms control agreements like START have helped limit the number